Alright fans of Prince TV, welcome back to this platform. This information is for those people who are working here in Italy. So you are going to listen attentively and then understand this fact based on disoccupazione. Because I discovered that recent days, many people are asking questions based on the situation of disoccupazione. I want to explain to you guys how disoccupazione work and then a card which you can register under Sindacati so that they can represent you. Anything you have to do, it will be very much free for you without paying or without going to CAF. You just have to go direct to Sindacati. So this is what I'm here to explain to you guys, what people have to know if you are really working here in Italy. But first, before we kick into this particular update, where I'm going to explain you now, if you know today is the first time of watching me, with a due respect, try to subscribe. Make sure you put on your notification bell. Anytime I drop my video, then you will be the first person to be notified and know what this video is all about. Subscribing to a platform does not mean that you are paying. No. This simply means that whenever this particular person upload any video, then you will be notified by YouTube. That is the meaning of subscribing. But if you are not a subscriber, meaning that you cannot get the video, except maybe you are going across YouTube, you might mistakenly get the video. But if you are a subscriber, immediately I drop my video, bam, you could just get the notification, say yes, this guy don't drop something, when you see waiting a bit. So that is just it for that. Alright, now without wasting time, let me explain to you guys. You know, if you are working here in Italy and then you have a contract of work, then you are paying tax to the government. I would have used one busta paga to explain something to you guys, but I will say it just like this. Now, when you are paying tax to IMSS, the tax you are paying to IMSS, if you check your busta paga under it, you will see where they write trattanute. That trattanute, that is the particular tax which you yourself are paying to IMSS. And as well, your boss who employ you for the work is also paying tax. So, what is the meaning of this tax? This means that you are not contributing to lo Stato. When they say lo Stato, that is lo Stato di Italia, that is the Italian government. You are contributing to the Italian economy. We state that any day, any time, eventually you lost the job, then these people will not give you back most of the tax which you have contributed already. That is IMSS. The tax which you have paid, if the job ends, then they will pay you back most of the tax which you have contributed so far. So now the question here is that people are asking, if I work for like 6 months, can I make disoccupazione? Very much possible that if you have worked in Italy like 6 months, you have the right, you have the possibility to apply for disoccupazione, and it depends on the amount of tax which you have contributed to IMSS. That will now determine how much they are going to give you in return. And then mind you that it depends on IMSS to now make the calculation. Then they will place how many months you are going to receive the disoccupazione. So now, let me explain what people have to understand. The necessity for you to be under Sindacati so that they will represent you if you have any issue based on work, even want to apply anything, bringing your family, any issue at all that relates that you want to do. If you are registered under Sindacati, they will do everything for you free of charge. Now let me show the card first, and then I will explain the meaning of person who owns this card and someone who don't have it. Now this is the card I'm talking about. If I turn this side here facing my side, then you see my credential, but I have to show only this a particular place. This is the card. This card is being prepared by Sindacati. If you go to Patronato office, tell them that you want to be represented by Sindaco. Then that place, they will direct you to the particular office. I think FEMAC, that is the office where you can prepare this particular card. I made this video once upon a time in the past month. Now, let me explain the usefulness of this card. Like I told you before, many things you can do with this card. You understand? Now, for example, you have this card. You are being represented by Sindacati. Anytime it happens to be that your job is no longer there again, if you have to now apply for disoccupazione, you go direct to the Patronato office, showing this card that yes, you are independent person once upon a time being represented by Sindacati, then they will now take this particular card. They see that your name is there already. What they have to demand for you is the contract of work which you have used to work, and then they might ask you to bring some of the booster paga. Then if they now see your contract of work, they will apply immediately disoccupation, and they will request for disoccupation for you immediately direct to IMS, and then they will forward everything direct by themselves to IMS. Then after making all the practical, sending everything to IMS, IMS will now send you a letter telling you how long your disoccupation is going to last, the duration of the disoccupation. They will tell you in the paper later which they are going to send to you that the application of your disoccupation have been accepted. And then in the paper, if you read well, there are many letters there, you will see how long, how many months they have placed for you. It depends on how long you have worked. If somebody who have worked at least maximum of 4 years, it depends on IMS, how much you have contributed will determine how many years they are going to give you, or how many months of duration of the disoccupation you are going to receive. And then mind you, if today is your first time of listening to this disoccupation issue, when you apply for disoccupation, each month that goes, the money will be coming down. So as the month they go, now so they will shandy the money small. So now be one thing you need to understand. So for those people who have this card represented by Sindacati under Patronato, then all these things, they will do it direct for you. But for example, now you have worked and then you don't have this particular card, then you want to now go and then make for disoccupation. For example, all you have to do, if you get to that Patronato, they will do all the practical for you, do everything for you. Or if you go to CAF, then they will ask you to now go and submit it yourself to the IMS office. You see the difference? Someone who have this card, the Sindaco, that is the Patronato, we send everything direct to IMS. But if you don't have it, then after all the practical, they will give the paper to you. You have to go and then submit it to the office of IMS. And then IMS will still examine the request and see that, yes, this person have contributed, this person have worked also time like this. They will not still make the practical and as well send you a letter that your disoccupation have been accepted, and then still tell you the duration depending how long you have worked. So for those people who are asking this question, I wanted to read out the comment, but I decided not to read the comments out. If you can see on the board, you will see the comment I'm talking about like this. So a brother was asking about disoccupation, work 3 months, apply for disoccupation, they have not kind of like answer him, don't know what to do. So you have to wait and see the letter which IMS will send for you. So guys, if you have any question based on this analysis, then you can keep it at the comment section of this particular video. This information is for people who are working here in Italy. So you people have to get this in mind, that it is good to have this particular Sindacati card, going to Patronato office, CGL, all those kind of stuff. They will prepare this card for you. It is very, very good for you. Now, if I want to bring my family here, I don't have to stress myself going to Patronato, going to CAF. I don't have any business with CAF. With this card, everything will be solved. They will do everything for me. They will only demand the requirement for me, why they themselves will do all the practical and then send to the government of Italian. So that is what people have to understand. And so it just be a little bit a segment of analysis based on the scenario of work aspect here in Italy, for people to know what disoccupation is all about, that it is the money which you have contributed to IMS. At the end of the day, maybe the person lost the job. Now, the IMS which you have contributed onto will now a kind of like sustain you for a period of time. It depends on how long you have worked. But one advice I want to make here is that do not stay for your disoccupation, that the fact that you are not receiving money from the government like 700 euro, 500 euro, it depends. Mind you that each month that goes, the money will be going down. That is how it functions for you. So now, don't wait until you finish your disoccupation before you find another work, because that money where you contribute, if you feel work for many years for Italy, 40-something years, depends on your age when you start work, then you have the possibility to go for pension. But if, for example, you won't just still rely on disoccupation and based on say the money they come every month, it not to make sense. If you get new job go immediately to a Patronato or CAF. If you have this card, you don't need CAF. You go to them and then they will block it and then send to him that you have started working and then start contributing money again. It's very much important, because if you work many times, many years for this country, not be only the money where they receive for booster pack be your own. They keep money for you. So very much important for people to understand all these facts. Till next time again we'll be together. This is Prince TV. I promise you guys, when I have analysis sensitive for people to know how things work, I sit down like this to give her the articles and then give her the updates and I know how it did happen. And then when we still have stand show, we will still let you know how it did be. Till next time again, we'll be together. Ciao.
Bom